Hello my fellow crafters and welcome. My name is David and today I'm going to be making a card for you, and not just any card. I'm going to be working with Lavinia, and this is one of the design team projects I'm doing for Lavinia. So without any further ado, let's dive in and make a beautiful, beautiful mysterious fairy card. I just love the fairies, don't you? So let's see, what do I have here? I've got all sorts of stamps. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use because yeah, I have this idea in my head, but it really comes together while I'm doing it. So I haven't made a card first, and that's not how I do it in general. So I know she's going to be the star of the show. This is Bella. I love Bella. I know I'm going to use this one definitely. It's called Silver Lining. And I'm going to use all sorts of foliage stamps, I think. I'm going to use the heart shape from the Sticker Stencils. I'm going to use this beautiful stencil and of course the Lavinia multifarious cards. So that's what I'm going to be using today. Now I've already cut out my card front and my card base, so that will help to get started, won't it? Now I'm working on this beautiful Lavinia mat that I just got, but it's perfect because it helps to keep everything in place. The paper doesn't shift. Yeah, I like it. Right, first time for me working with these sticker stencils. So yeah, wish me luck. They're not, from what I've seen, they're not complicated to work with, but you never know. So there we go. I'm taking out the hard one, and I'm just thinking about what I'm going to do first, but I think I know. And from what I got is that these are reusable, so that's perfect. So I'm going to keep the backing of this. Just going to put this back on for a second because I will be needing that later on. And let me position this onto my card front. So I've got a scrap piece of paper first, because what I do before anything is I'm going to use my Sharpie to etch the line, or to line the edge, I should say. And this is something that I've actually picked up from Jo. I always did this afterwards, and I've ruined quite a lot of projects doing so. So she did this first, and I thought that's very smart. But yeah. Sometimes the simplest things in life make life a lot easier, right? So I've got my Lavinia brushes here, and I'm going to start with russet orange. I'm just going to take off the excess, just to give that a light hint of color. I'm going to start here at the bottom and working my way up. Next is confetti. Take it off, start off on the side, and then come in, blending that with the orange, coming up in the heart. And coming back in with the orange, making sure that blends nicely. And then I'm coming in with my Della Blue. I just realized I've got the wrong color brush. Just taking off the majority, coming in from the top and filling that top bit in. With that blue. Next I'm coming back in with confetti and just blend that into that Della Blue again. Just darkening that up a bit. There we go. I made a bit of a boo-boo there, but that's fine. I will cover that up anyway. Nothing we can't fix. Okay, there we go. Next I'm going to splatter some water onto the ink to create a bit of a bleached effect. I love that about the Lavinia inks, that they are so water reactive. Yeah, really gives it a cool impression. You see that happening? Just by spritzing some water on there. Right, now that's that. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to dry this because, well, I need this to be dry before I stamp on it. So let me do that. Okay, next I'm coming in with Bella. Take her out. I just love Bella. She's beautiful. If she wants to come out to play, that is. Come on, Bella, you can do it. So I'm going to put her on my block. Now I know this block is too small, but I'm not going to need the full stamp. Now this is a silhouette stamp, so I'm really going to take my time to ink that up. Make sure it has a good layer of ink on there. And stamp her right here in the center of that heart. As high as I can get it. Sorry if my head is in the way, but I have to have a look. There we go. As high as I can go. And commit. And really give this ink some time to sink in, because I've already put a lot of ink on there. So I'm just really giving this time to sink into the card. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at how beautiful, crystal clear this is. Perfectly stamped. I love it. Next I'm coming in with Twilight, and I'm going to use the mini leaf 2 just to create a bit of foliage coming from there, from the bottom up into the heart, and that will also cover up my boo-boo there. Next I'm coming in with the Woodland Fern, the small one that is, and I'm going to put that on my block. Just stamp that. Okay, now let's peel this off and see what we've got, because now it looks like a hot mess, but I'm pretty sure that when I peel this off it'll be okay. And this comes off quite nicely, I must say. And now I like it. Okay, I'm going to clean this off and then I'm going to continue. Okay, next I've got the center of the heart that I'm going to put right over this one. There we go, lining it up. And then I'm going to take my stencil. This is the Ambience. I love this stencil. And I'm going to put that over top of my mask. And next I'm taking the number 7 brush and truffle, and let me just turn this around. I'm going to load up my brush, and then I'm going to take off nearly everything because I want to make sure that it's very light. I'm going to press this down and I'm going to come in from the side, fading in towards that heart. Just holding the stencil down with my fingers and filling up that white space around the heart. And then I'm loading up my brush again, taking off the excess again, and just coming in around the edge, darkening this up a tiny bit. Now let me see, lift this off. Wow, look at that color. I just love it. Okay, now let's lift off this center. Beautiful. And I was going to use this text stamp, but I'm not. Looking at it now, I'm saying no, because this is good enough as it is. Now with what's left on my brush, I'm just gonna go around the card, just taking away a bit of that stark white that is around the edge. And that's how it goes, right? You have this idea in your head and then you all of a sudden think, no, I'm going to do it differently. This is busy enough as it is. So I'm going to look for a sentiment and I'll be right back. So I've got this that's called Heartfelt Verses, and I'm going to take the Just For You. So I've got that on my block. And I will ink that up with VersaFine Clair. And I will just stamp that right here next to the heart. There we go. Nice and simple. Now with my jelly roll, I just want to give her some highlights. Just to make her pop off the card a bit more, you see. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm going to clean off my mat because I don't want to ruin my white card base, and assemble the card. Now I'm not going to put any layers on there, so I'm just going to make this a flat card. Like so. Put this on. I like that white border around it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some white dots just on these leaves, like that. I'm also going to add some yellow Posca dots to add to the mystical feel. And I think that is finished. All I'm going to do now is on the inside, I'm just going to bring in my stencil, clean up my brush even more, and just ever so slightly come in and give a hint of this color on the inside, at the top and here at the bottom. There we go. I just like that. It brings it all together. So here we have it, the finished result of this card. I hope you like it. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up, because that will help the YouTube algorithm to help other people find this beautiful Lavinia video. I think it turned out beautiful. Yeah, I really like these masks. I'm going to be playing more with them, I promise. Well, thank you for watching this one, and I would love to see you for the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.